A game that started out as a college/drinking game may someday gain the status of a sport, if its aficionados are to be believed. This colorful game, which can be made fun with jazzy beer pong table designs and spirited players, is a great way to liven up a party. Beer pong is an increasingly popular college/party game, which is played with a table, cups of beer, and a ping pong ball. There are 2 teams, usually comprising 2 to 4 players in each team. 6 to 10 cups, only quarter filled with beer, are set in a triangle formation at each end of the table. Each player must aim to land the ball in the other team's beer cups. The order of play may be such that players on one team may shoot, followed by players on the other team, or players on opposite teams can alternate their turns too. Every time a ball lands in a cup, that cup is eliminated. The team which the eliminated cup belongs to must drink all the beer in that cup. If a team shoots their ball in the opposite team's empty cup, then they must drink the beer from one of their own cups. The team that ends up with all their cups empty, loses. Eventually, the losing team also has to consume all the beer remaining in the winning team's cups. A few tweaks, modifications or additions according to how you want the game to be, can be made. While there are commercially available ones, if you are wondering how to make a beer pong table, with the necessary supplies and the instructions given here, the task is a fairly simple one. Making a beer pong table. You will need a table any size convenient to you, but standard dimensions are 8x2, x2, 3½ 3 blocks, 2x4 each, plywood, waterproof sealer, nails, hammer, power driller. Procedure: pick a table of your choice as the base. This can be anything ranging from a workshop desk to a ping pong table. As long as the size and dimensions of the table suits your needs, you can use it to make your beer pong table. The standard dimensions, though, are 8 length, x2 width, x2 3½ height. Measure the length and breadth of your table, and accordingly make markings on the plywood. Cut the plywood of the same size as your table. If you have the tools, you could cut it yourself, or else you could get it done at the store. If the height of the table you are using does not conform with the height that is required by the general rules, you could raise the table by piling on a couple of boards under it. To raise the height, start by cutting at least 3 pieces of 2x4 4x4 to the same width of your table. Position the boards equally across the table. If required, you can stack and nail together multiple pieces of 2x4, till you achieve the desired height. As the rules can differ from one area to another, you may need a table anywhere between the height of 27.5 to 45 inches. Draw the demarcation lines on the ply. According to the rules, 3 basic lines govern the table: a midline that divides the table in half, and 2 foul lines that are a foot from the edge of each side of the table. You could draw the lines using oil paint or markers. Alternatively, you can use white Scotch tape or glue tape to make the lines. To assemble the table, set up the table you're using as a base, place a set of 3 2x4 blocks evenly across the table, and top it with a sheet of plywood. Use a waterproof sealer to coat your table, so that the spilled beer does not damage it. Your beer pong table is ready to play on. Customizing a beer pong table. A beer pong table can be customized to your needs. You can choose a table of your choice. Even a 4-, 6- or 8-sided table can be used. Circular or triangular tables can also be used if you plan to be more adventurous and make game a bit more difficult to play. For a portable beer pong table, use a base table with folding legs, or simply take a table that has fixed legs, get rid of them using a wood saw, and screw in folding legs to its bottom. A folding beer pong table can be carried anywhere, and will also occupy less space when not in use. Beer pong table designs. There are numerous ways to design your beer pong table. A football-themed or a ping-pong-themed beer pong table is the most common design used by most players around the world. Air hockey-themed tables are also in vogue these days. Other themes that can be used include pinball, casino, golf, soccer, and foosball. Logos of your own team can also be made, and one half each of the beer pong table can be used to place them. Design your logo on a computer, divide it into 3-4 parts, and using large industrial printers, print each part out. Tape these parts together to create a giant poster of your own logo. Using super glue, stick it to the table. The same technique can also be used to create personal logos or name tags. Similarly, create a poster or a screenshot of your favorite computer game, and print it out using a large industrial printer. Mario, Contra, Call of Duty, Prince of Persia, and the likes will make for great themes for your table. Make sure your logo/picture printout is printed and protected using a UV laminated, matte coat or plastic gloss finish, so that the bouncing of the ball or rough handling won't dent it. It will also protect the tabletop and its design from getting damaged due to spilling of beer all over. So, get down to working, build your own beer pong table, and dress it up with your favorite design to make the perfect accessory for your next pool party.